Deep sea fishing, the most dangerous job in Britain. It's an industry worth £300 million a year.
Winners are never quitters, and quitters are never winners.
In this series, 3 celebrities are going on a life-changing adventure.
It's a bit rough and ready.
I didn't think it would be as dangerous as they said.
It was horrifying.
I must be absolutely barking.
As they join the crew of a British trawler.
There'll be no preferential treatment to these guys.
It's really dangerous to go over the edges. Death.
Battling to make money in the brutal North Atlantic.
Shark in the water. Yeah.
They'll share exhaustion.
Sometimes you gotta hurt to be alive.
The guts and the glory. As they find out what it takes
borderline torture
to catch the fish that feeds Britain. Eight days ago, 3 celebrities joined the crew of Genesis, a deep-sea trawler. Rugby World Cup winner Ben Cohen, Boyzone star Shane Lynch, and chef Antony Worall Thompson. After being battered by storms,
pretty bad out here for sure.
and frustrated by a run of bad luck,
How heavy that is, that just snapped.
they've caught so few fish, the boat's hardly covered its costs.
I've got to break some news to you guys. You haven't made a single penny yet.
In the crisis, the celebrities have made themselves valued members of the team.
They're becoming part of the team. I'm getting that feeling.
But they're running out of time to turn things around and avoid the disgrace of the entire trip earning nothing.
Complete lottery, isn't it?
Complete lottery, it's black or red, you know what I mean?
It's dawn on day 9. The celebrities are due on deck for what will be their 21st haul of the trip.
Time is it, boys? 5 a.m. All right.
In a last-ditch attempt to hunt down a big catch, skipper Alan has changed strategy completely. He's steered a course to shallower waters northwest of Orkney in the hope of finding large shoals of haddock.
Oh, that's better.
Beautiful, huh?
Nice calm sea.
Beautiful.
Fishing at this depth is a job for the large single net on the top deck. It's been out for 5 hours.
You need hammer.
With less than 600 boxes of fish caught so far, the goal for the trip of 1,000 already seems out of sight. Targeting haddock is the last roll of the dice.
I was under a lot of pressure at that point to do something.
I felt sorry for Alan because he's like a father to that crew. We only had 2 days to make any profit. Otherwise, the crew weren't getting anything.
Straight away, it's clear that a big catch is still eluding them.
No.
But it's not necessarily because they're fishing in the wrong place.
Big old tear, huh?
The net has been ripped open, allowing most of the catch to escape. Any tears in the net must be mended by hand, and this is the worst one of the trip.
Net got caught at the bottom, ripped a massive big hole in it, basically. Yeah, another big frustration for sure.
I'm really desperate for fish now.
Ah, poor buggers.
The remaining catch from the torn net is well short of what they need to get back on track.
There's never enough there. We need something big. We need something really good.
If they carry on fishing here, there's every chance the net will snag again. they have no choice but to move on.
It's gonna take whatever we have here as a catch. Steam on. An hour and a half away from this area, hopefully we get better.
"41-year-old Shane is eager to help out with mending the nets.
Right, Jamie, boss. What's the crack?
Crack is the net's torn to bits.
Net mending is a job that takes years to master. First mate Jamie can see that this one tear will take hours to fix.
We might finish your net before you haul.
Shane has helped with practical tasks all over the boat, but this is a specialist job. All Shane can do is watch.
Jamie cutting specific knots. Double stitch rope business into single stitch. Now he's actually making the diamond stitch. That's a beautiful bit of artwork there, you know? Far from having a go. This is a bit too intricate, a bit too technical for the likes of me.
With half the crew mending the nets, the pressure is on to make sure the catch is gutted before it spoils. It's a job that Ben struggled to get used to earlier in the trip. Now he doesn't hesitate to get stuck in and to show his support for the skipper.
Gonna pull it out of the bag. I have no doubt that he will. I just think his personal pride taking a little bit of a battering.
We will be gutting fish on our own because they had problems, but we just knew at that point that we could really make a difference there and help.
And 67-year-old chef Antony's knife skills are also proving useful.
You've really got to pull your weight. You know, you can't just be a passenger. You can't expect them to look after you. You're there to do a job.
It's 9 a.m. and the crew need to get back on track. With the torn single net out of action, there's no choice but to revert to the Genesis other system, the twin rig, 2 side-by-side nets, normally reserved for deeper water.
Starboard. Hello.
Hold on.
But the nets aren't spreading out as they should.
I'm just wondering if there's something broken. The back of the door somewhere.
The cause of the problem is a mystery.
On here, yeah?
Something really weird. I'm usually pretty good at figuring out something. It's not making sense for me.
So many moving parts. It's never that obvious. It's never like, that's what it is.
If they can't resolve it, Genesis will be left with no other working nets and time running out.
I don't know enough. I'm way out of my depth.
It's mid-morning on day 9. The main net was torn on the first haul of the day. Skipper Allen's last means of making any money is to deploy the boat's twin nets instead. But things are going from bad to worse.
Everything okay with the winches? Can't I figure it out, Jimmy? I'm beginning to think we've got a knocker doing pump. Means we're knockered.
A broken towing pump can cause the net to get seriously damaged underwater. The skipper must decide whether to gamble and carry on fishing with the faulty rig.
36 hours to go. It's looking pretty hopeless, to be honest.
If his last remaining net gets snagged now, it will be all over for the Genesis.
I think I made quite a few decisions that maybe didn't work in our favour, so I was kind of blaming me for everything at that point.
Would you like a cup of tea? I'd love a cuppa. Do you want a cup of tea?
As a sportsman, Ben knows what it's like to work under pressure.
He wanted to deliver so badly, and it was so personal to him, and you could feel that.
A cuppa for the skipper comes with a team talk that Ben hopes can give Alan's spirits a much-needed boost.
Get used to overcoming problems. Becomes second nature at one point, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's an unbelievable catalogue of events.
Yeah. But the thing is, you haven't got a lot of time here. You have to deal with it and move on pretty quick.
With 1 day left to turn things around, it's a vital moment in the trip.
The saving grace is you're not closing 2 nets or all the nets and we're having to say we're done. Yeah. You've still got 1 net in the water. You're in the game, mate. You're in the game still.
Still got a fighting chance.
I must admit, Ben was good for spurring me on. I don't know if it's a rugby thing, but he's used to working with a team and he enjoys working as a team. He'll be, oh, it's okay, buddy, it's going to turn out fine.
With new hope, Alan decides to trust his instincts and carries on towing the faulty net. As long as it's snag-free, he still has a chance of a big catch. But with the twin net clearly on its last legs, the task of repairing the torn single net becomes an urgent priority.
Now that half hitch I was showing you.
Show me again.
With all hands needed, Shane is drafted in to help by tying on the ball floats that keep the top of the net buoyant.
Then we put this rope round this, and then we tie the balls on top of that on the way down. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Aye, Shane, he was put up there to do a bit of work a while ago and I didn't think he was too keen. But now you can see he's enjoying it. He's getting stuck in.
Ah, you're doing grand there.
Go on, my man.
Beautiful.
We set ourselves to get on that boat and do what they do. There was no special treatment. There was no, we'll sit this one out, lads. There was none of that. We went to be trawlermen.
Shane has dyslexia. While it can cause problems with reading, dyslexics have a different way of seeing practical tasks, which can be very useful on a fishing boat.
When a dyslexic brain engages into a subject, it kind of thinks on a 3D, 4D kind of pattern. So the operation of the boat itself is something I took on board very much so and lived it almost.
A guy like Shane will always get on because the guy's willing to learn.
Trawlerman of the future.
Aye.
Shane's net mending is a triumph. He's even impressed future skipper Philip.
He's picked it up quick. No, it's a grand job.
It's early afternoon, and the hours he's spent mending the single net means Shane heads for a nap just 20 minutes before it's time to rehaul the twin nets.
Okie dokie, boys. What are you doing? Rise and shine.
Where's this going? Back on there?
Antony and Ben are awake and on deck.
It's good to see the guys out in the deck helping. They came aboard with their squeaky clean gear. Bit of dirt on them, they're looking a bit tired. A bit draggled, maybe. But aye, they're actually beginning to look a bit like trawlermen now.
We actually got stuck in, you know. We didn't need to be asked. We just wanted to do everything.
They really are beginning to impress me now.
But Shane is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, Shane having a long lie today?
Where's the boy wonder today?
Shane, he's sleeping. He's given me a hand earlier to mend the net.
It's the first time in 9 days Shane has missed the shout to get up for the haul. But Alan has his own onboard alarm clock for lazy crew.
He'll soon be awake anyway when that clump hits the side of his bed. There he goes, he's awake now.
Just pull it right. Watch your face.
What? Was that what I meant to watch out for?
What's your sail there? Quick lash.
I got it there.
With time to make money running out fast, if the Genesis ever needed a big haul, it's now.
Hey, here we go.
The faulty twin nets have been towed for 5 hours, and Alan has spotted some hopeful signs.
I think there's fish. Julian, I think we'll maybe just haul the bugs as normal. I think there's some fish here.
Earlier in their trip, the celebrities had to throw back large catches of cod. But now they're on the other side of the line, dividing two different fishing areas. Here, the Genesis can keep cod.
Doesn't look bad. A lot of small fish there.
And the net is full of them.
Antony,
Yeah.
you need new glasses. That's not small fish, man.
I do need new glasses. Quite a big fish. You got a bit of cod though, if you don't want. But
You can keep them all this time.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Much to your delight.
We can keep all the cod this time, apparently. I don't know, it must be something to do with his quotas.
Can you see that line there in the sea? One side, you have to keep all the cod. And the other side, you can't keep any. See it? Can you see it? There. It's real.
On top of the hardships associated with being a fisherman, the complex regulations about what you can and can't catch in different sea areas have shocked the celebrities.
It's just absolute pointless law. Doesn't make any sense at all.
If we're catching fish, let's eat it. We're catching fish to throw away. And that was heartbreaking.
For years, British fishermen have been angered by European controls on what they can and can't catch.
If you spoke to 90% of fishermen, they would say they voted for Brexit. And the main reason is to get out the common fisheries policy.
Having finally found a big haul of fish in an area where he can legally keep it, Skipper Alan sees his chance to make up for lost time.
What we're going to do now is we're going to shoot this thing on net. We're going to hammer them right into the cod end. We're going to keep you guys out your bed till Thursday morning.
Fuck you. Hey, Skipper!
Oh, me.
It's now 2 p.m. and there's no time to waste. The nets need to go out fast. And this time, thanks to Shane's help, the single net can be put back to use. This larger net is better suited to these shallower waters and targeting big shoals of haddock.
The net we mended earlier, the floats, the balls that we attached is now going to get shot. Quite literally, my balls are on the line.
Below deck, Antony and Ben are taking care of the gutting, while the crew are busy with the net.
We're allowed to do the cod today.
Well, it's nice to be able to take this home, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, nice fish, some of these. Cod is beautiful fish. I mean, it was nice you weren't having to chuck this stuff back.
Jeez, it's the biggest one of these we've caught.
Lovely bit of fish, that.
I mean, it's just such a nice big bit of cod.
The first part of the trip, we couldn't catch cod. The second part, we could. And it made a massive difference. It just made your hauls a lot bigger. We could land pretty much everything that we caught. That was refreshing, for sure.
On deck, Shane's making sure everything goes smoothly with his newly mended net.
One of the big drums had this knocking or a clanging sound, and to me it was just like a dry bear. And so I kind of found a nipple that hadn't been greased, found a grease gun, popped it in, and the banging is gone. That's probably the highlight of my trip, weirdly enough, was problem solving something on the Genesis.
Back on track with Shane's mended single net in the water and knowing they're in a good area for fish, the Genesis tows for a tense 5 hours. A winning haul could now change their fortunes.
Check the hole!
Oh, yeah!
Hey!
Their strategy has now paid off. It's the biggest haul of the trip.
There she goes. That's the baby. Yeah, look at that one, eh?
It's looking sweet.
Sharpen your knives.
Seems good, doesn't it?
It's better. I'm not sure what it is. I think there's a mixture.
A mixture of fish is a good result, as it spreads the risk at market where prices can fluctuate wildly.
Lucky I'm on cooking duty tonight.
The Genesis set sail 9 days ago with a target of 1,000 boxes of fish. But the strict regulations have meant she has had to throw much of her catch away, and the target has slipped further and further out of reach. But now, with the crew and celebrities pulling together as a team,
Getting slightly better. Slightly better.
at long last,
Still a bit to go yet.
there's a glimmer of hope.
We all had a connection. Before you know it, we found ourselves as one massive entity that ran this boat.
Alan, did anyone ever tell you you're quite pretty when you smile?
There are 24 hours of fishing still to go, and everything to play for. 10 days ago, 3 celebs came aboard as new crew members. Since then, they've hauled, gutted, and packed fish up to 4 times a day around the clock. But they've also started to understand what it is that fishermen get out of this brutal job.
You wouldn't think it was 12:30 at night at all. Still have a bright hue running through the sky. It's quite amazing.
Just being out in the middle of nowhere with nothing. There's something amazing about being alone like that. You're vulnerable, you're left to the elements, and that's magical.
They've seen fishermen taking responsibility for the things that they catch by mistake,
Look at the size of that monster. Fucking hell.
and the care taken to set them free.
It's a big skate.
When you catch at it with a big skate, to put them back is giving them a chance to live. It's nice to see a softer side of them, you know.
Monster, that wasn't it?
It was. It swam away as well, which is good.
That's good.
And they've come to appreciate the diversity of marine life in UK waters.
What are they? Starfish.
Oh, good God. Get rid of it.
He's shitting himself. Big Ben, scared of a little starfish.
You see that?
Oh yeah, it's a lesser spotted dogfish.
It's got big, I haven't seen the big dots before. The fish was the exciting bit for me. I mean, seeing all that wonderful fresh fish and such wonderful varieties. It's fascinating, we've got all these fish around our islands, isn't it? What's the jelly stuff?
Squid eggs. They're good to eat.
You can eat them.
That looks like you just masturbated in your hand.
Oh, please.
I'm off.
Antony?
It's dawn, and the celebrities have just 24 hours left at sea.
Morning. Right.
The fisherman's routine of short naps between long shifts is becoming a real struggle.
The shift rotation has definitely been tough.
An instant energy bar. I noticed I was getting a little bit clumsier. Am I feeling fatigued? Well, yeah. I still have that adrenaline rush to keep going, even though if I'd sat down, I probably would have fallen asleep. I'd say turning right when I'm gonna go left.
My brain was just on autopilot.
How many halls to go? Deck the goddamn halls. Belch, O'Holly, fa la 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 fucking la.
With fish finally coming in, Skipper Allen has a plan to squeeze in as many catches as possible before the end of the trip. And the celebrities aren't the only ones suffering from lack of sleep.
Sleep's probably the hardest thing. You don't get much.
Next time, we'll change next time. Will maybe another half. Oh my God!
You're always going to make the odd mistake, but as long as it's not too costly.
In these 10 days, the celebrities have had just a taste of the exhaustion that is routine for fishermen who do this all year round.
Speaking to Phil last night, he spends 3 weeks out of the month at sea. 3 weeks a month. How they do it.
I don't know how they survive. I really don't. They've got some crazy, crazy inner strength above and beyond what I could do.
If they stay awake today, the celebs will have been up for every haul. But with 3 more trawls to come, keeping up with the crew is going to be a tough task.
Got this one and another 3, I reckon. We can probably squeeze 3 in, so my mind is far from thinking glory to the last day.
You have to go and do stuff to know stuff, to be alive. That's the bottom line is to be alive. And sometimes you gotta hurt to be alive.
We're in a good area where we're at. It's a good mixture of fish. Cod, say, some monks.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Hake.
Every fish they catch now is profit.
A good dolly mixture.
And the celebrities are determined to put in the hours for the sake of the crew, who in 10 days have become like family.
Listen, that. I was in control of that, yeah? And now you fucked it up.
You tell him, Antony.
It was genuine warmth and friendship.
You even got the Scottish out now. Wait.
I wanted to take away all the fancy airs and graces and become one of them.
Thanks, Warren.
Okay.
I'm going to crack on with the gutting. You coming?
There's an offer you cannot refuse. Ben Cohen says to you. Wanna come for some gutting, Shane? Ooh, yeah. Now, that's the kind of stuff I like to hear.
You trying to be romantic?
Yeah, a little bit.
With big catches finally coming in, pressure is building on the gutting line. The fish can only be sold for the best prices if it's cleaned and packed in peak condition.
What's up, Leary? It's coming.
Over 24 hauls, the celebrities have helped gut and pack around 700 boxes of fish, weighing over 30 tons, by hand. "53-year-old Jamie is an old hand at training up novice trawlermen in the job he's done his whole adult life.
Right, Shane, nice. Perfect. Ready to go.
Jamie had an amazing way of teaching without being a teacher. He was so lovely as a man and so wanted everybody to do well.
Oh, I never been any bloody good at jigsaws.
The strength of that guy, his strength is unbelievable, mentally and physically.
Phil, are they small monkfish?
Yeah. Just keep putting them in, you're okay.
You keep going.
Philip is the skipper's nephew. At just 24, he's already an experienced trawlerman.
If you couldn't get a job as a singer, I'd easy get a job as a fisherman.
He hopes eventually to become a skipper.
Yeah, 10 years' time, Philip will be well and truly in charge of that ship, I think.
Oh.
He's the master of his own destiny there, I think, eh?
Thank you.
He's what the industry needs. The next generation of fishermen.
It's the penultimate haul.
Let's do the damn thing.
The three celebrities have got to grips with many of the tasks on board the boat.
Come see, come star.
But Antony has resisted the job that's a rite of passage for any trawlerman, tying the critical cod end knot.
So, Antony, it's your turn.
Oh, bollocks it is.
But if he thinks he's going to get away with it, he hasn't reckoned on skipper Alan.
Go on then, Antony.
Come on, Chef.
Now, you start us off. Why did I let Alan make me do that cod knot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confused now. Yeah, that one, yeah.
I just thought, you know what? I probably should do this.
You're pretty good. Ain't tight.
Tight
It's
as
a
a
stuff.
rat's ass.
No, done my
Thank you very much.
Antony.
Thank you.
Antony's knot will bring in the last catch of the trip.
Are you going to trust that knot for the last catch?
I'm a bit nervous, are you?
A bit.
For the last out, guys, chuck it away! Yay!
It's just after midnight, and the final haul is about to come in after 5 hours of towing.
God. Could have slept through today, I tell you.
I'll be honest with you, I'm hoping for a good haul for the lads, but selfishly I'd like a small one to get it done.
Let's see how it goes, though. There ain't no celebrations just yet, until she's all on lock and we're heading for shore.
I've got it. On the last day, I finally got the right direction. It's this way. I usually head that way.
This haul will reveal if Antony's cod end knot has managed to catch any fish.
Antony,
Hi!
you think the cod end knot's going to be okay?
My cod end's fine, thanks. Want to have a look?
Antony loves a banter. He really does.
Just when I wanted to get back to bed, look at the fuckers.
We wouldn't have finished with a bang, I think we'll finish with a
whimper.
The final celebrity haul is only average.
There is an upside, Antony.
If the cod end stays.
No, the cod end not held.
With the last haul safely aboard, finally, the exhausted celebrities are allowed to get ready for bed.
Do you want my overalls?
Do you think it fits me?
Nearly over.
Not over yet, lads. He's already given his clothes away. Tomorrow's still tomorrow.
Tomorrow, they will return to land with their catch, and they will finally find out if their trip has been a success or a failure.
Why do you think it's all over? It's not. It's going to be a shambles. Ah!
It's early morning on the last day, and the celebrity crew are heading for shore.
Scraps are harbour, Scrabster, Trawler Genesis, channel 12. All clear to come in?
Having steamed overnight, they'll arrive at Scrabster, a major fishing hub on the north coast of Scotland, where their catch can be sold.
Okay, we'll see you shortly.
Completing their voyage is a proud moment for the celebrities after all the doubts about how hard they'd really work.
Well, none of us have shirked any duties. None of us have hidden in our bunks. You know, we've all got on with it and done our bit. You know, some better than others.
I must confess, there was many times I did want to hide in my bunk.
I know that I was ready for it to be over after the second day, but so I was very thankful that we were seeing dry land again.
We have got up for every single haul. You had to do it out of pure respect, because this is what they do, so get up and feckin' do it with them.
We have arrived, yeah.
But there's no time to celebrate. The fish must be unloaded into the quayside fish market, ready for sale. Landing day is the hardest day of all for a trawler's crew, calling for long hours of strenuous work. Only when that's over will the celebrities find out if they've done enough to make a profit and if their trip has been a success.
I'm just looking at the boys. I think they're a bit burnt out, to be honest. Well, not them all.
Where are you going with the rounds? They only got 3 columns. You're going 3 high. Oh, you got another one top.
Antony is just the same as the day he came away. He's just, come on, Alan, come on.
Good. Can't no time to chat. Have a coffee morning.
It's unbelievable.
Genesis set sail with a target of 1,000 boxes of mixed fish. But at the halfway stage, it seemed she'd do well to hit 700. The final count, 870.
Target was 1,000. And all the complications. Not bad.
It's a good result for such a troubled voyage.
All credit to Alan, he's managed to catch fish. And whether it be small or it maybe be a large catch or medium catch, he's caught fish.
Come on, man! Hey! Can't I get the stuff?
Take back everything I just said. He's a horrible person.
Complete. Complete. And a cheap bacon and egg sandwich in hand.
Despite falling short of their target, if the fish fetch a good price, the celebrity voyage could still make serious money.
Auction's coming up.
Well, there's no more we can do.
Yeah, they're going round with the pricing now. They're testing everything, looking at everything.
Hope they get some good money on the boxes. Top price, if we can get them. What's the price of fish? What's the price of fish, man?
The boxes of fish are auctioned one species at a time. Prices for fish can vary wildly and can mean huge profits or catastrophic losses.
Selected monks then, you only have 160 again to start, mate. 160 and 2, 160 and 4, 182. We all done in 2.
The monkfish, up first, sell well.
6, 19 and 6, I'm bid. We all done, 19 and 6.
96, good money. Just be careful if you're not in the auction. You'll end up with 10 bucks a month.
Nearly £200 a box is a decent price for monkfish.
Box and a half a better haddocks there then. 2 and 4.
But will Alan's strategy of targeting haddock pay off?
140 and 4, 140 and 6, 140 and 8.
It's good news.
And 2, 15 and 2 is bid there then.
Haddock is in short supply at the market.
Big money for haddocks, for small haddocks. That's
really expensive.
They sell for double the usual amount.
It'd have been heart-wrenching to have just covered your costs on a 10-day trip like that, but they made money.
Hitting the market when prices are high has turned things around right at the last.
I think we did all right. It's true. It's true, aren't it?
He said, yeah, we're okay. A little twinkle in his eye, and I thought, yeah, we've cracked it.
It adds up to thousands of pounds of profit for Genesis and her crew.
It really isn't about how much you land. It's about hitting the right market.
There's just one more job left to do. The skipper has to decide whether his new recruits are worthy of a share of the money.
We've made it.
It's the ultimate measure of their contribution to the boat.
Cheers, guys. Trawlermen.
Before I met any of the celebrities, thought they'd be pretty hopeless, to be honest. I thought they'd be a liability. I thought they would cost us money and time. Basically, I thought they'd just be a bit of a pain in the arse, if I'm being honest.
Right, you've been through a full 10 days with us. The celebrity ballast.
Oh, the ballast.
I couldn't actually see a celebrity making it as a fisherman. No chance.
If they get paid, the celebrities earn the right to call themselves trawlermen. If they haven't pulled their weight, they'll get nothing.
But it turns out you're not ballast after all. You're doing really, really well.
I thought you was going to come in and work through the day, then take the night off.
Every haul you've been up, you've done really well.
Yeah.
I must say.
So we've decided you guys are going to get a share along with the rest of the crew.
That's very kind of you.
I never believed they would manage to do what they did.
Cheers, boys.
The celebrities have managed to impress some of the toughest men in Britain.
You are now officially newbie trawlermen.
To be accepted, that was the payoff. I wanted to say something, thank fuck that's over. A fisherman's life is definitely not for me. Hell of an experience. Humbling, exhausting. It was an amazing experience meeting you guys, and thank you very much. It's a memory that will last with me for forever.
You boys are cut from a different cloth. Like, it's not like the rest of the men that kind of travel this world.
What I know, what I experienced, what I went through, that's one of the toughest things I've ever done in my life. And I've been through some stuff in life.
So my wages, whatever they are, I want to give it to Phil, the next generation. And that's where my check goes to you, Phil.
That's a good speech. I'll get dry, honestly. Yeah.
Nobody's mentioned Louis, Marley and Willie because you've also been fantastic. And I think
awesome guys.
Awesome, hard-working guys, working from trawl to trawl, not taking a break.
Yeah.
And I want to say, brilliant. But everyone, I mean, Jamie, you know, you're a bit older than me. It was probably one of the most thrilling experiences of my life. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. And it was one of the most enjoyable things I've done in my life because, you know, the camaraderie. The fact is, it's been a blast. I mean, probably, I don't know, I'm just excited, I'm young and feel like I've been reborn. Would I do it again? Yes. In a heartbeat.